You are traitors, DP, because you dine with the oppressor.
Those people cannot educate us on how to be opposition. Some of them have been inside the opposition. They brought the NRM.
All right, the conversation is the National Consultative Forum, one that brings together political parties registered in Uganda. With me is Dr. Gerard Siranda.
Blacks.
Blacks.
Yes. Blacks.
Secretary General of the Democratic.
And chairman of the iPod Council.
Oh, now you're the chairman.
Yes, of the iPod Council.
Wonderful.
I'm almost handing over.
And a member, representative in the East Africa Legislative Assembly.
By God's grace.
What are we doing there? Yeah.
We are repositioning Uganda's interest into the integration agenda. You know, Uganda is the mother of integration. Integration of East Africa is a matter of life and death. It's not just a way of association. For our country, it should be a way of life. And Uganda has done a lot for integration. President Museveni is the main champion for integration, and he is the chairman of the council of the summit now. And the Right Honorable Litwala Kadaga Mama is the chairperson of the of the Council of Ministers of the East African Community. Therefore, Uganda is charged with a very big task of making sure we deal with the remaining issues, specifically the issues of funding, where countries are not remitting. We recently, the summit took a decision, the 25th summit took a decision where members of parliament will be now remitted or paid by their partner states starting from the next parliament, and also reverse the payment of by 50% in terms of your GDP, and then the other remaining will be by equal shares. And then, of course, we have to redo the question of quorum, because it has been a question of consensus, and that has also deterred us. You go to the meeting, other people are not there, and because it's consensus, you can't meet. Now we have a new formula. If 4 are there, they meet, and the decision will be binding. And since that decision was taken, many meetings now are happening.
Good.
Of course, we continue to deal with areas of non-tariff barriers. We have the new trade regime, but also we have done many things. You can now clear your cargo online, electronic cargo clearance.
Mm-hmm.
We have an electronic e-passport. We have the East African passport. We have the new custom regime. And we've passed quite a lot of things. And I think for me, the main thing is implementation and awareness. Simon, you know, if you have, you're trading from within the border, if your goods are less than $2,000, you're not supposed to be charged any tax. But our people still go through panya, they still run, they continue falling into ditches and all that, using lame people with wheelchairs because there is no information. Mm. And the guys on the border, some of them continue charging, and because people do not know that you can do the trade if your goods are less than $2,000. And that one is to help the small traders from within the area of a borderline.
Wonderful. Back to the National Consultative Forum. The Democratic Party, you in particular, and the President General, Norbert Mao, have demonstrated faith in these groupings, iPod, NFC, and the others over time. The other parties have already said these are simply for taking coffee and taking tea. But you seem to be participating over and over again in something that seems to yield no fruit. What is this NF conference today about?
The Democratic Party believes in constructive engagement. We are a center-right party. Center-right parties believe in a 50-50 engagement. But we also believe in political untouchability, irrespective whether you're in government or the other side, we will engage you, and we believe that talking is important. Even when we meet just to do a cup of coffee, talking is important. And once we can stay here for 2 days as parties and secretary generals from different political parties, and we walk out of this room, the people we lead will start believing in this process. Today we have had all parties in the house. NUP is here, PFF is here, the DP is here, the NRM is here, ANT is here, and all of us, FDC is here, all of us have been here, even those who have broken from each other and created another force. We have been here, but at the end of the day, we agree that we should have a common convergence, that we speak together as a unit. In Kenya, Simon, politics can be very dirty and it can turn to tribal, but sometimes they have areas where they converge and they speak as a unit once the nation is under attack. Uganda is under serious attack, and our multi-party dispensation is still growing, but we decided to go into a multi-party dispensation. Therefore, we must appreciate ourselves. Let's meet together, engage, build a politics of ideas. Simon, our politics of idea and constructive engagement is losing. Radicalism is taking charge. Wewe, Sirigoneering, and sentiments. We believe that as entities, we must agree. Every country after election will always meet to do this engagement. How do we be accountable to a leader that brings us
Gerard,
within?
do you get confronted with the fact that many of your colleagues believe that you are traitors, DP, because you dine with the oppressor?
Those people cannot educate us on how to be opposition. Some of them have been inside the opposition. They brought the NRM. They have been in NRM. Some of them, whatever they have, they got it as a result of having been. So they cannot educate us on how to oppose President Museveni. We are saying this is a new line to go. World over, there was an issue in Zimbabwe. You needed to bring Morgan Tsvangirai and Robert Mugabe in the same room. There was an issue in South Sudan. For them to create and get a South Sudan, you needed to bring Garang and Bashir in the same room. There were issues in 2007 in Kenya. You needed to bring Moi and the Red Raila Odinga. All of them are dead. May their soul rest in eternal peace. And in Kenya, in 2013, there was issues. You needed to bring Raila in the same room under Building Bridges Initiative. Today in Kenya, there was a problem. President Ruto and the late Raila Amolo Odinga couldn't see eye to eye. They built something that they call broad-based initiatives. We can borrow ideas. We do not go to these processes because we like President Museveni so much, but because we like Uganda. There can be plan B, but you can't have
you
plan
made
A.
a kill from him. You got the Yala slot. No, but now got in the minister slot.
No, but DP was already in Yala before this arrangement.
For 10
years.
How about your presence in
Nobody
cabinet?
Mao would have gone to cabinet long ago. You know, Simon, at least you're privy, he would have gone there. But for the fact that he had to bring in a negotiation for a whole year without a position, you cannot say Norbert Mao is in a position because of this cooperation agreement. He would have chosen to go without a cooperation agreement. He has all
But
the
the agreement has remained fake. Even members of your own party disown the cooperation. They don't understand.
Those will be there. The problem in Uganda is that we want to speak even for issues that we don't understand. And then some people have like a two double-edged sword. Even people that have been in that discussion. I mean, there might be things that are not fulfilled. I also agree that 90% of a lot of things in the cooperation agreement are not fulfilled, but not from our side. But that's not mean that we are going to say we stop it now. We continue engaging and we continue pushing. Our party has been built as a result of engagement. You know, you go to the times of Lancaster, go to the times of Ben Kiwanuka. Even when everybody was running away from Amin, Ben was there to work with him. So for us as DP, we believe that there are things that have not yet become a reality in that cooperation agreement. And I keep pushing for them, and I keep engaging for them. The responsibility is not on our side. The responsibility is from our cooperating partner. What do we do to get them? Do we bolt out or we continue pushing? The idea is for us to continue talking, because talking is the way to go.
Good,
And
thank
these
you.
processes of NCF and IPOD
Thank
are
you.
central processes for us to continue engaging. Simon, we need to have a discussion on where do we want to go, and as a unit. So for me, it's speaking together. We may not get out anything for now, but can be an icebreaker.
You know, you have just told me about Morgan Shangrai.